Man, this is insane. Like, look at this, we are dealing so much damage. We still have all of our lands, and now we can play Annex into this. Because this is a demon, so we are actually already life gaining. And let's see it, They don't need to sacrifice. Whatever they do, if we hit face, they ignore it. Against this, at least we have good chance. Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today demons will reign over standard, because the deck you have in front of you went 6 wins, 1 loss. So we are at staggering 86% win rate, and we have some new demons with the new set. Desecration Demon, 4 mana 6/6 with flying, already pretty good. However, your opponent can tap it, and that puts that counter. So it grows, but they need to keep sacrificing stuff, and it's a demon, so it triggers Unholy Annex. We also have Harvester, it is a 3 mana demon, and of course we have the Soulstone Sanctuary, the new land that perfectly enhances this deck, because for 4 mana you can make a 3/3, and it's not until end of turn. This creature is permanent, and it's all creature types, so that means one of the types is a demon, so we can actually play Annex into this, tap it, so it's still tapped, it doesn't attack, but it is a demon, and your opponent suddenly needs to answer another demon. So with this deck you never run out of demons, so as long as you have those Annexes, you just keep dealing damage, life gaining, and getting cards. So I think you will like it. Let's go into the gameplay, and if you want to become a member, you will get 2 or 3 extra videos instantly after clicking this join button. So I mean, that's pretty cool, especially that you are supporting the content this way. So check out this join button and have fun in the games today. When it's going first, we have some cool demons, so let's see where we can go with this. And let's start playing some lands. We definitely want nowhere to run. If we draw Beseech the Mirror, that will help a lot. I wish I was on the play, what can I say? On the play we can kill this, and there's nothing is going on. On the draw, we lose our only removal and our only play for this turn. So yeah, can I draw Stab and get all of this back? Yeah, nowhere to run is an easy choice. I guess we are both good at Magic, you know? Alright, so how we will play this? Man, this is crazy. We play 4-off, but still the chance of this happening is pretty low. Liliana is really strong card here. Oh my god, this will be disaster. Now, this will be weird, but I think we have to play like this. We get rid of the bat, also deny damage because they didn't attack first, and now we can go for nowhere to run. Alright, Slasher, honestly, Slasher is pretty amazing. Man, I have to say, my top decks are saving the game right now, because against Liliana you need so much. So I really hope they don't have double removal already. So they need to -2 once, and then we can start trying to create some board. Yep. Man, Slasher is so insane at soaking damage. It's just, it's prime roll basically. We don't have enough for the Sanctuary, right? It's 4. So we can activate it, but we cannot attack with this. I think it's Desecration Demon. It's a card that, I mean, they really don't want to sacrifice anything. Like, they have high cost creatures, so if they sacrifice 1, it's basically good game. Yep, it won't be easy. Honestly, you can just sacrifice on the next turn, so it's not a biggie. I'm not sure how they will play with Liliana. They have 2 removal in 1 card with Liliana, so this is a very big problem. I'm not sure how we will play. Alright, this is Bloodletter. Okay, I know exactly how we play this. We need to sacrifice Slasher. Oh boy. I think we have to go for this. We need those huge flying demons to protect us, and I need probably land to go for the Sanctuary potentially to try to kill Liliana. Ah, we hit the land. Let's go for the demons still, because they have seen this one. I think we go with this. We can attack with the Desecration Demon. I don't think they can kill us in 1 turn, so we don't need to defend on this 1 turn. It's what? So it's 4 damage, 8, 16. Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot of damage, man. If we just attack with the Desecration Demon, I need to get rid of Liliana. She's so annoying, man. She's so strong. But this doesn't really do much, right? They can block it for free. They know about this. Alright guys, we are going like this. And let's see it. Let's see it. They don't need to sacrifice. Whatever they do... Well, this is at least a good attack. If we hit face, they ignore it. Against this, at least we have good chance. So they might try to defend against the Archfiend and try to, you know, get us to lose the game this way. But I think we should have enough power to force it. So we need to be super, insanely aggressive. So first things first. Yeah. I don't think with two creatures they can buffer all of this damage. Especially Desecrator is just... Man, it's so much extra damage. Our opponent is going first. We will have a hard time surviving, because you know it will be some kind of aggro deck, as always. But we have pretty cheap removal, so I think we can probably try to get there. Slick Shot, alright. The old style of trying to kill your opponent in one turn, so we need to be prepared. We probably want to go into 4 mana before we do anything, so we can double remove something. And they're waiting. They didn't plot anything, so that's good for us. If I go Unholy Annex, I die, so... I mean, maybe let's not do it. Maybe let's not do it. Yep, we actually need to wait for turn 4 to make a play even. Helix is fine, like it doesn't do much. They actually waste damage this way, because they could do the same thing with Slick Shot. So that shows a bit desperation. I think they're not in a good place here. So we can try to break a little bit of their curve, even if they kill the bat. Even if they kill the bat. This is a bit risky. It would be better to probably go to 6 mana and keep double removal, but I will be risky. I want to see their hand. I think they probably cannot punish us super crazy hard. You can answer, like... Sure. Just to face. Very interesting. They want to really kill this. And by this I mean my face. Oh boy, what a hand. Let's go with 1 Monstrous Rage. So they cannot play triple. And I'm not surprised that they play like this, because they literally have 1 creature. So with this knowledge, this is the last turn of the game. If they whiff, they lost. They lost. And I will show you how to exactly drive this home. Because all you need to do right now is to stack removal and play lands at some point. So you're stacking 3 anti-creature cards. Sure. They really want to just burst us, man, with those cards. So do I go with the Sanctuary? Yes. Yes, I will. Because they cannot do much about it. And it has Vigilance, so it actually will be super useful here. It's also, yes, you guessed it, a demon. And that's how we roll. Man, this is insane. Like, look at this, we are dealing so much damage. We still have all of our lands, and now we can play Annex into this, because this is a demon, so we are actually already life gaining. And that will be the last nail in the coffin for our opponent. We also have stab. We would love to have double stab here, but it's fine. We already are gaining life, so we basically negated 2 damage. Bro, they dealt 3 and we negated 2 with a single. The game is so over, and we will never tap from now. Man, this Sanctuary, it's a best demon of format, you know? And we don't need to literally do anything for the rest of the game. And you know what? I think we need some emotional damage for our opponent, so let's duress them. Let's show them that they actually are like negatively progressing through the game. And this guy drew 4 Monstrous Rage already. Or 3, I'm not sure. Oh, here's the 4th one. I knew it would be the 4th. And there is no point in staying in this game. Game is so over. They don't even realize how far behind they are. They need to draw 4 Slick Shots from now just to even have a chance at dealing damage. And this Sanctuary literally won the whole game. Sure. Let's show our opponent that it's not even close. Bro, it's not even close. And the best part, you can use Sanctuary to get even more value, because now we can go with the Barrens and we can start stacking them. They're not a demon though, alright, so it's not as amazing. So our opponent will take the damage, so they are dead on the next turn. And as I said, if they didn't do anything on that one turn, the game is fully over. They are just lingering. Is going first. We're a little bit flooded here. We definitely don't need 4 land, especially if we do the 5th one. It will be a lot. But we have Stab into Nowhere to Run, and that's how you know you are playing a good Magic. They want to do it already. Like, I will remove the first one. I don't want to risk that they will play something weird that prevents this. And we have enough extra removal that we should stabilize. So it seems to be mono red. It doesn't seem to be mono red Boros. Here's the mouse, sure. We're on the draw, but in this particular situation it actually might not matter too much. So we want to start catching them 2-4-1. On the next turn it's Nowhere to Run with Duress, so we can actually batter their hand even more. Yep, it's mono red. This could be Nemesis. Alright. They will target it. We know everything. They want to target it, but they play the land, right? So, let's see. They should target this to get... Okay, they are a good player, not gonna lie. And that means we are going for Nowhere to Run. I still think we go with the Challenger. The card is insane, especially with free triggers like this, because they basically draw 1 card for free, so they get 2 cards per turn, which is insane. Can we go with the Annex? That's the big question. That is the big question. It might kill us. So I think instead we go for this. We check their hand, we fortunately hit something, so we know exactly what will be the next turn. A little bit scared. I would love to draw 4 mana Demon. That would be exactly what we want. Do I want to go with Screaming Nemesis or Double Striking Mouse? A hard choice. I'll be honest, this is a hard choice, but we do life gain and this is already more damage right now, so I think Nemesis is still the right call. The problem is that we have this empty hole on turn 4, we need to draw something that, please, don't be Swamp, don't be Swamp. Alright, this is actually really good. I think with this we should win, because then we can go with the Ritual Chamber first and then we go for the Annex, and that should be enough. We really butchered their strategy, like 3 removal and Duress completely destroys their synergies. Hero, but oh man, the hero with this mouse is so good, but we always needed to, you know, get rid of something else. This was like the 3rd most powerful creature and it's still insanely busted. Alright. Alright. You know what? You know what? This is the turn and we'll play this as an Annex. Because we drew this and we can curve perfectly here. We of course cannot attack. We got a card, a very painful card, but on the next turn we will life gain this back. So if we can survive this, and I think we can, Slick Shot, sure, very scary. They still have something. I really think we have to go with this. Because they cannot pump it above 3 toughness, and we are guaranteed to not take damage from this. Even if they have a pump spell, I will take the Slick Shot hit. And yeah, I think that was the good play. If we allowed it, if they had like Monstrous Rage, they could save the mouse, and that would be a blowout. Definitely not the best draw of the year, but we were prepared for those bad draws. We got having Slasher in the mid game was huge. So now we can start attacking them, but we probably want to get a little bit more value. See, because we have so many demons, we also have the new demons, so we should keep hitting them very quickly. And we have enough defenders that I don't think our opponent can go through this. I think they should scoop right now. I think the game is over. They will try, but look at our draws. And now we can start to be aggressive. I still will go with the Archfiend first, because I want them... Listen, I think this should be enough damage. This might be a force block, kinda. I think we can go with 2. I really want to pressure them super hard, so, you know, they get the message. They actually allowed for all this damage. Alright, so they're dying on the next turn. And if I didn't have Go for the Throat, I would never go for this play. This is basically our extra blocker, so that's why we could attack with this. Yep, they cannot do anything against our deck, because we have all those demons and all of this removal, and that's how we counter them. Alright, still, it is a creature deck, so we'll start removing stuff as soon as possible. Do I want to remove something on this turn? No, we go Bat, because we want to start lifelinking faster, and... Alright, so Duress. Duress isn't the biggest deal. It also doesn't curve perfectly for them. It should be the Essence channel, right? But we can remove it so well, man. We just main phase, nowhere to run, and I want them to play this. I know it's a weird play, but I think this is better. I think this is better, because this bat can lifelink quite a lot, so this will give us a lot of time. Interesting. Very interesting. We got mana screwed. Do I want to attack through this? I think we have enough removal that we want to do it. So we attack, but before they declare blockers, let's go with... We'll just go for the throat for now. Probably nowhere to run would be as good, but we don't have anything like bear gain. We don't have lands. It really hurts us that we didn't get land on this turn. Duress. I mean, enjoy. You know what will happen for a lot of next turns. They can get rid of one of the creatures, but we can prepare. This only life gains 1, so it will be 2 toughness, so they cannot play it, and they know it. So this bat will deal a lot of damage, and also life gain a lot. Alright, this is huge. This is huge. Honestly, they will risk, they will die to Slaughter on the next turn. So if they play something, they only life gain once. Because, okay, we won't play a creature before we kill this. We need to remember about this. Because once we play creature, they gain life and they put a counter, and then it might be above 3 toughness. So they need 1 enabler for 1 mana, then they need to play channeler, but it's okay. They actually get it, but it's still 3 toughness, right? It's 2-1, it will become 4-3. So as long as we don't play a creature, we can kill it. So it's a weird... I think they lost. I think they know they lost and they are trying to catch us off guard. I mean, I can make a force block here. But they lost, they will scoop very soon if we think. So if I play this, they can trade against it, so it's not worth it. It's better to just know where to run. We also get more efficiency. And don't forget, when we play this, they also get the pump, which we don't want. And this will really make killing them way easier. Suddenly, they're at 7, and first blocker will be destroyed. Yep. No chance, man. Those nowheres to run, and when you have 4 removal against this kind of deck, like, they cannot do anything, man. This one could be interesting. We're definitely really high on Chorus mana. Man, we are really high on Chorus mana. Show me the mountain. We all know it. Alright, hello bro. I appreciate it. So, let's go with the bat probably. But first let's go for the black mana. Let's see what exactly we are playing against. This might be a bit of a slower game. Oh boy. I really think we go with the Unholy Annex. We want to slow it down as much as possible. And I like the style, you know, we know exactly what we are against. Oh, this is a good draw. Oh, they actually will get the value on curve, which is unfortunate because we want to do the same thing. Surprisingly, we will go for nowhere to run and we'll invest 2 cards into having our own Annex. However, that means we are even with our opponent, which is not exactly where we want to be. We want Annex to be ahead, not equal. But we'll do our best. And get it? We need to work way harder than our opponent for this, but in the end we are getting the same thing. And let's cast it. So we are not as much behind. So we are only 1 turn behind. However, our opponent is expert at killing creatures, and those demons will have a hard time just surviving, especially against other Annex. Oh my god, are you serious? Okay, I'll be honest, I think the game ended here. I don't think we can, like, our card, our main card to get advantage, like, actually gets us less behind. Oh man, this will be so rough. We can go for the demon, but it's not amazing. We can also try to hit them. You know what? I like this. I really like this play. This is a demon. You don't know it, but it's a demon. So we deal 2 more damage. What? It's permanent. Oh my god. I thought for some reason it's until end of the turn. Alright. Well, this will be interesting. And it will die very quickly. Virtue. Not perfect. Alright. authority. However, they get some extra damage. Alright, we need to draw a lot of cards. This is not one of them. This is not one of them. Let's go for the slasher. We don't well, this helps them a lot, not gonna lie, this helps a lot, and we drew all of the stabs and removal from our deck basically, against matchup that doesn't really use creatures, especially stabs, like all of them are wasted draw, so we just got half hand in cards that do not matter. And our opponent, man, double Annex. Man, our only Annex is from Beseech the Mirror, so we actually didn't draw a single one this game against 2. So this is where you are so behind, it's very hard to come back. However, with Slasher, maybe there is a choice, you know? But we are on the super rough side of the draws, and I'll be honest, I kinda misplayed with the Sanctuary. Like, for some reason I thought it's until end of the turn, and it was just, yeah, we get the demon, we deal damage, and then our opponent has no removal targets, but that's not exactly what happened. So, we will go with land, of course. We have to go for Long Goodbye because it hits less. And I think we need to start halving their life. And we are prepared with another Go for the Throat, so the demon needs to die before it life gains. And then we need to play a demon. This is a demon, so I think we can actually win even despite double Annex. We just need to keep the demons off board, because our opponent went super aggressive with them, and we are pretty decent at removing creatures. As long as we don't draw triple stab and nothing else. But we have this go for the... Okay, this is exactly what I hoped for. Because our opponent cannot really allow to not get a demon, and that's why we left the mana, and with this we should win. So honestly, I think they had winning hand, but they went too hard on the annexes without being able to support them equal. You need to be really careful if you play. Yeah, I honestly thought that it's good game in the other direction, but I appreciate it, man, really appreciate it. Oh boy, what a weird game. I don't think we should win this, to be absolutely honest, but I'm happy with it. Our opponent is going first. We have a stab. I mean, we have decent curve. I'm not super loving this draw, but I think it should be okay. Yep, here we go. Here we go. A demon. Alright, our first demon of the game. They have something for 1 mana, so it has to be this new shock, right? Burst Lightning, I think that's the name. I think that has to be it. Our opponent is really just tanking on this 1 mana play, man. Alright. Maybe this is... It has to be an aggro deck, right? It's always an aggro deck. Alright. I think we can go with the bat on this turn, and we will probably try to steal this card. It's Burst Lightning, right? That's the card. And they don't want... Oh, this cannot deal damage, right? Double strike. Well, this is painful. Let's get rid of the removal. They're on the play, so they will be able to go with Screaming Nemesis. It's not amazing. It's really not amazing. And they can deal damage to it to get 4 damage to our face and prevent the life gain. So this will be a huge problem. They're full swinging. That's how you know that they are good at Magic. This is kinda smart, to be absolutely honest. This is a very good play because they negate the lifelink. So in a way we cannot attack unless we have a removal, and we actually have it. But then we cannot make any other plays. So that's a big problem. No, this is a very hard situation because of the Nemesis. I can play the Annex into Archfiend. But what if they go for this? They have to kill their own Nemesis to prevent the life gain. How do you really work? You gain 2 life, so if that gets negated, we still don't get damage. I think this is a very, very risky play, but I think this could be a winning play. This will be hard, I'm not sure how we play this. This is a card I would love to draw before, because that would get rid of the Nemesis, but maybe we'll have time for it. Maybe. And they shouldn't probably kill us on this turn, which means we should have a follow-up turn. I'm kind of forced to play Archfiend of the Dross, which is a little bit unfortunate. We also probably will have to kill them in the time, you know, Archfiend kills us. But generally it should be okay. Like, we have a lot of ways this game could go for. They also have triple Painant, which is a little bit unfortunate. Normally it doesn't matter because they're always the aggressive player. Oh boy, this 1 damage actually matters a little bit. But at least if they want to play anything, they need to pay a lot of life, especially for the charm. So they might just go Nemesis full swing. It's already 7 there, so that's super a lot. But in that case, they probably don't attack with Slickshot, right? Because it's not damage, so because then we get the lifelink. So this is a hard choice for both of us. We could also just go double removal. Yep, they're going for it. Full swing, except Slickshot probably. We need to take this damage. It's not perfect. I don't love it. It's not great. But it's still there. And we cannot really block the Nemesis easily. So we can go nowhere to run. Oh man, this will be so close. I actually need to count it, right? Because I may die. So we... Okay, we don't take any damage from this. We go to 9 and then we go to 7. We kill this and this. Then they can attack and then use this to kill us for 4 mana. For damage. So we cannot make this play. We actually cannot make this play. Which means we have to go for the Archfiend. And we probably... I think we'll lose. Like, this is the last life gain we'll get this game. I think they can even kill us through all of this. And I won't be able to life gain ever in this game. This charm actually is... if not this charm, I think we would win. But with the charm, I think we probably won't. Oh my god, they have the third Nemesis and also perfect curve. So this is already guaranteed 7 damage basically. I cannot even block this. You need to play another game and hope their draw isn't so insane. On the play, I would love to have Annex, man. I really hope we can draw some Annexes, or, you know, just nowhere to run into Beseech the Mirror, or even Beseech the Mirror. I will pay 7 mana for my Annex. It's worth it, in my heart. So, what our opponent is playing? Dimir will be a problem. I wonder if that's a tempo Dimir, or just a control. Oh, control is the worst one. I mean, let's play it. Okay, no counter spells, that's huge. So they need to use 2 cards. I'm sure they will have it. Or they will just use 1 card. Alright. Okay, I loved it. Okay, we need to hard this guy. I was trying to like think about something with this card for such a long time. So we will go with the Desecration Demon. We'll try to pressure them. I don't remember exactly what it does. I know it's super slow. Collect evidence. This is so cool, man. I want to see this kind of, you know, decks and plays forever. So this is extreme. Our opponent got the best deal of his life. However, we drew the best card of the deck. So hopefully. The problem is that we already start poison. So normally, I think against normal deck we would win already, because we have all the demons in the world and they cannot outpower us basically. However, against toxic, your life gain doesn't matter at all. So as long as they will get 10 cards that do the thing, they do the thing. So they are prepared to remove all the demons. All the demons. They want to Beseech the Mirror? Probably not. Let's go for this one. Because I think Bloodletter with Unholy Annex can do more. So we basically try to go 1 for 1 until we can start to spam a little bit more than 1 creature a turn. This will get removed, we'll take 2 damage, and we get 2 extra cards in total before the next turn. And then we'll think what we play. One of them should be a land, and we'll have 5 mana, so maybe Bat and something. Probably we don't want to go double Annex here, because we will die a little bit faster. Alright, nowhere to run can be interesting. I'm super surprised they didn't remove this at the end step. I think they might have less removal than we think, but they cannot take this damage. Alright, so what happened there? They didn't have removal, and if they cannot remove this, they lose very quickly. Like, this is already 8 damage a turn without even extra cards from us. Alright guys, this outro will be short because this deck plays quickly, so we need to, match the tide. We need to talk about those new demons, but before we do it, of course, a huge thank you to our amazing patrons for allowing content like this to happen every single day. Demons, control decks, Dimir, sharks, we have all of this, thanks to you guys. So I really appreciate it, and I really want to talk about the new demons. Desecration Demon is probably the biggest one. This grows very quickly because your opponent will sacrifice creatures, and this is always a question: can they sacrifice the last one or they die to it? So even though the demon can be very powerful against all the aggro decks, that's the big problem. Moment you play this, they can use the new creatures without haste to sacrifice, and even if they play a mouse, it actually can deal damage to you. So this cannot protect you on this one extra turn. So that's the big difference between Archfiend of the Dross and Desecration Demon. However, on the other side, this gets stronger as the game goes. Archfiend, of course, gets the power spike very quickly, and of course you need to finish the game in like 4 turns because then you die. And I actually I've been testing different versions of this deck. Like, I didn't have so much removal in the first version, but I've noticed that the more removal you have, the better. And also, like, the difference between Archfiend and Desecration Demon can be felt, and there's always a question. Maybe it would be still better to play 4 Archfiends. I think it depends. I personally think Archfiend is still a little bit better than Desecration Demon. This one can cost you games if you play this, hope it will block, and then they tap it with 1-drop, and then they swing for 10 with double strike. So that might happen. That's why we have all of this removal. However, for Soulstone Sanctuary, I think it's an amazing addition to the deck. I probably should... Yeah, I honestly should just get rid of the Barrens and go for 4 Sanctuaries, but this is something I learned after playing the game, so I want to give you the version. Like, the whole thing that it's permanent is insane. Like, you can just instantly transform it and get the value from Annex, so this very reminded me of the demon fish Dimir with ley lines that make every creature a demon. This is kind of the same gameplay, and I really like this one. And yeah, honestly, the Harvester, I'll be honest, guys, I didn't like this card. I started with more, then I went with less, and I think Slasher is just superior to this, so that's why we play 4 Slashers, especially that Annex is on curve on 3 mana, so it's not like you are playing this, so you probably still want to play 4 mana demons. However, with this deck you actually have so many demons that you can always make sure that Annex draws into something that is a demon, especially that Ritual Chamber is also a demon. Here you go, that's your demon. So I think this is a very big power of the deck. You aren't reliable on those, few demons. You have many types, many different, ways to just draw a new demon, especially with the Soulstone Sanctuary. So yeah, this makes it a bit more consistent. I went with Beseech the Mirror because that's my, raise your eyebrow, because I realized that this deck is entirely dependent on drawing Unholy Annex when you have the chance to set it up, because if you draw it 1 turn too late, you probably cannot play this because you die. So you have this 1 turn to play it, and yeah, I wanted to have Beseech the Mirror, and that's why we play 4 Nowhere to Run, because they are the bargain fodder. So the idea is you play Nowhere to Run, Beseech the Mirror, and you can tutor Unholy Annex with this. So you basically have 6 Annexes, and that makes me way more comfortable. Honestly, Cavern of Souls, bro, like, do you expect control in Standard? Like, you can probably just go with different lands here, I'll be honest, but I try to be responsible. We are a demon deck, like, this is made for demon decks, So this is probably something you don't need. You can switch it for more aggressive lands probably, but if you are seeing control, maybe this will work for you. So guys, I like the deck. I think this is obviously very similar to something that already performed, and yeah, the new demons made it way more interesting. Is this better than just going Archfiend of the Dross and 4 Bloodletters? Probably not, but I hope you had a lot of fun, and see you guys tomorrow.
With